The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
Hello, this is TVWAN News. Thanks for joining us. In this edition, seeing the world with new eyes. K92 supports underground mining law for women, and Ezra Dean snatches Player of the Year for Vipers. Prime Minister James Marape has warmly welcomed the canonization of Blessed Peter Torot, describing it as a historic moment of pride, faith and inspiration for Papua New Guinea and our people. Speaking after confirmation from the Vatican that Blessed Peter Torot will be formally proclaimed a saint at a Mass of canonization in St. Peter's Basilica, Vatican City, Prime Minister Marape said the recognition is a powerful affirmation of our Christian identity and the missionary spirit that has guided our country for generations.
Prime Minister James Marape has expressed these heartfelt congratulations on the canonization of Blessed Peter Torot, heralding it as a momentous occasion that embodies pride, faith and inspiration for the people of Papua New Guinea. Following the Vatican's announcement regarding the formal proclamation at a Mass of canonization in St. Peter's Basilica, Marape highlighted the significance of this recognition as a testament to the nation's strong Christian identity and the enduring missionary spirit that has shaped the country through the years. He emphasized that the canonization not only honors Blessed Peter Torot's legacy, but also serves as a motivational beacon for all Papua New Guineans, encouraging them to uphold their values and faith. The Prime Minister said Torot's martyrdom during the Second World War continues to resonate deeply with the moral fabric of the nation. He also expressed deep appreciation to the Catholic Church for shepherding the faith of Papua New Guineans over the past century and for guiding the cause of Peter Torot's canonization. Meantime, Prime Minister Marape urged all Papua New Guineans, either Catholic and non-Catholics alike, to embrace the values that defined Peter Torot's life. Freddie Mo, TVWAN News.
Treasury has released 19.5 million kina in entitlements for 570 retired teachers in the country. The Teaching Service Commission shared this long-awaited news to its members recently.
Commissioner of the Teaching Service Commission, Maini Ugaya, was happy to share with 570 retirees that Treasury has released 19.5 million kina in retirement and repatriation benefits. Mr. Ugaya said this the third batch of retiree payments. Ugaya clarified that the repatriation payment applies only to retired teachers and not those who resigned. The TSC Commissioner said TSC's industrial team is now working on the next batch of retiree entitlements. These files will be sent to Treasury once completed. TSC Principal Advisor Industrial, Husband Rita Caro, urged salary officers from all provinces to compile exit files for all outstanding exits and the recent approved exits and make available to TSC headquarters. The information will then be checked before it can be included in the funding bid to Treasury. Caro said these particular exit files apply to existing members who were already teaching before 2003. Those who started teaching after 2003, when the LESCO was introduced, would have their records in the system and reviewing will be easier. Meantime, the TSC congratulates the retirees for years of service in educating Papua New Guineans. Frida Kana, TVWAN News.
Prime Minister James Marape says the greatest legacy wishes to leave behind for the next generation, especially the children of his Taripori electorate and the wider Hela province, is quality education. Speaking at the opening and handover of 3 brand new staff houses at the Hope Institute in Tari recently, the Prime Minister said materials, possessions, such as money and wealth, come and go, but education remains the key to a better future and must always be every parent's top priority.
Prime Minister James Marape has articulated that his foremost legacy for future generations, particularly for the children of Taripori district and the broader Hela province, is the emphasis on quality education. During the opening and handover of 3 new staff houses at the Hope Institute in Tari, he highlighted that while material wealth may be transient, education holds the enduring value necessary for a brighter future. Marape stressed that education should be the primary focus of every parent, emphasizing its critical role in shaping the lives and opportunities of the youth in his region. His commitment aims to ensure that the next generation is equipped with the knowledge and skills needed to thrive. Meantime, Marape thanked the provincial member for Ella, Filipundialu, and the Ella provincial government for supporting the Hope Institute, describing it as a second-chance school for students who have completed grades 8, 10, and 12 but were unable to progress to secondary or tertiary institutions. Freddie Mo, TVWAN News.
The Papua New Guinea University of Technology's new dining hall cost more than what was initially budgeted due to the contractor's financial incapabilities. Chancellor Samkoim repeated that because the project went beyond its deadline by 3 years, the cost of the project, including associated costs, had inflated the project value.
The initial value of the Papua New Guinea University of Technology's dining hall project, which was 17.4 million kina, was awarded by the National Executive Council to a local contractor who started construction in April 2021. The project was expected to be completed by August 2022.
But after the contract was awarded, and let me be frank here, the payment was paid in full, but what we received was 65% of the project. And this is something that I would like to highlight here, nothing disparaging to the contractor, but I'd like to make this point that Papua New Guinean contractors need to learn to deliver contract according to scope, design, and value for money. Let me make that clear. Papua New Guinea contractors think that as soon as the first installment, mobilization is given, or that the second phase payment is given, they think that it's a profit already. And they take the money and use it all over the places and leave the contract unattended to. And this is a classical example of a lesson we've learned the hard way.
Due to the incomplete work, PNG UOT allocated an additional 10 million kina from its own savings to complete the project. Other areas, aside from construction, had to be funded as well, including the setting up of the temporary mess operations together with kitchen equipment, modern kitchen equipment and furniture for the new dining hall, the legal cost of defending the dispute arising out of contract termination of the failed contract, and the impacts of inflation and exchange rates caused by years of delay from the contractor's failure to deliver.
The university has to outsource the catering services to private contractor. That catering work costed us about 16 million kina a year. And at that time, we decided to part ways with the private contractor. It was very challenging, but we decided, we took the decisive step to terminate the contract or end the contract with the catering services. It was really challenging, but we took it on board, and since then, we've saved 9 million kina every year after we terminated that contract. So for the last 5 years or 6 years, we've saved over 50 million kina.
Because it is one great achievement for this university. I will take these pictures today, and I will go and show the development partners, even the government departments that look at this. Unitech has been able to persistently drive this project to completion, and today we are very proudly standing at the university, showing everybody that we can deliver. Come and work with us, come and partner with us, come and join us, and let's build our university to world standards.
Camila Guare, TV1 News, Ley.
In a hospital ward in Ley, Morobe Province, excited voices could be heard through the narrow hallways as nurses and doctors bustled back and forth on the morning of Saturday, October 18, 2025. The room filled with over 20 patients, most of whom had bandages over their eyes, are seeing the world again after years of blindness or bad eyesight. With radiant smiles and a white Lila Foundation t-shirt to match, the Pacific International Hospital Ley was filled with tears of joy and laughter.
The Pacific International Hospital Ley, located along Masina Street and formerly known as the Ley International Hospital, was a flurry of activity from Wednesday, October 15th to Saturday, October 18th, 2025. The atmosphere this time was different from the usual busy hospital days. Described as an answer to tearful prayers, free cataract surgery was conducted on patients who had been on the Engau Memorial Provincial Hospital's wait list for a long time. The Noble Community Health Initiative was offered free of charge by Lila Foundation and supported by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints Charity Vision USA in association with Pacific International Hospital and iCare. 177 patients had their sights restored, and most, who are over 50 years of age, have described their miracle as a second chance in life. 67-year-old Martha Mawesi, who is originally from the Trobriand Islands in Milne Bay but has lived in Ley since 1982, had to take a break from the West Taraka Health Facility due to vision impairment.
Dr. Imran operated on my eyes on Wednesday and on Wednesday and Thursday I went up to Engau, and this plaster of my eye was removed. And as soon as I came down with my last twin daughter, she asked, "Mommy, can you see something?" I said, "Oh, I can see the vehicles right on the street." "What color?" And I said, "Oh, it's green, the white vehicle with a little patch of red at the bottom, and it's, it's going towards Engau." And then she started laughing. She laughed and laughed, and she was overjoyed because I was able to see.
Ophthalmologist and vitreoretinal surgeon Dr. Muhammad Imran made time to speak with his patients on Saturday, saying Engau had contacted them for assistance with the over 300 patients on their wait list.
By the grace, up till now, in 3.5 days now, I have operated 160 patients, and almost 40 patients are waiting today. And I think that by the evening, we would operate on them as well. So in just 4 days activity, we restored the vision of almost 200 patients. These are not the patients, these are the 200 families who got independence. Yes. Of course, there are a lot of skilled workers, but just due to the blindness, they cannot perform. They cannot serve the community.
Dr. Imran said he was able to restore a patient's sight in 5 minutes. However, thousands in PNG are forced to depend on others to help them move around because of a lack of facilities and skilled manpower, considering PNG has around 10 ophthalmologists to a population of over 10 million people. Kamila Gware, TV1 News, Lei.
You're watching TV1 News. Among stories after the break, landowners petition miner and women extend trade expo.
For too long, banking has felt out of reach for many. But now, BSP's One-Took Wallet is here to change that. Send and receive money, pay bills, and top up. It's your money, wherever, whenever. Because at BSP, we are committed to improving how our customers connect to our One-Talks, to our family, to the ones we love. BSP's One-Took Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# for everyone.
From the rich soils of the highlands, the finest coffee has been grown by generations of Papua New Guineans, expertly blended and roasted with over 80 years of experience, making the finest cup of Nescafe New Guinea blend, PNG's own coffee.
The Toyota JD Hiace bus comes in 14 and 15-seater high-roof luxury model powered by 2.8 liters JD engine for optimal performance output, fuel efficiency and quietness, designed with improved safety features and easy maneuverability for tire steering angle. The Hiace lift suspension and annular frame structure is opted for smooth ride, comfort and safety. Experience the ride on the Hiace bus and experience the Hiace pride, the bus that exceeds all expectations.
Rooney messing with your game. Time to sweep him out of the room. Oh, or maybe not.
Ding bang ding, ding ding dong, bum bum.
Cold Power Citrus Blast uses stain-fighting active particles to remove dirt, grease and stains from your family's washing with less scrubbing and rubbing, reducing wear and tear and saving you time. Cold Power Citrus Blast has an amazing citrus fragrance that gives that extra freshness that will last all day long.
The PNG LNG project has now generated more than 30 billion kina for Papua New Guinea since production commenced. Nearly half of this amount has been paid as tax. Equity distributions are paid to KPHL and MRDC based on the interest they hold. Tax is paid to the IRC, while development levies and royalties are paid to DPE. For more information on direct and indirect benefits, visit PNG EITI's website.
Eternal rivals face off against one another like Bellingham. Here's Rodrigo and it's 4-1 Real Madrid.
It's not football, it's La Liga.
Welcome back. The Kainantu Mine is supporting the Mining Act amendment to allow participation of women in underground mining. Kainantu CEO John Lewis also said that as the mine expands its operation, it intends to employ more women in the industry.
Women's participation in the mining industry has increased over the years. However, not all women are allowed to participate in certain areas of the mine, one of which is underground mining. Papua New Guinea does not have a specific underground mining act, but its mining activities are governed by the Mining Act 1992 and the related Mining Safety Act 1977. Both of which regulate surface and underground operations. Key provisions include state ownership of all minerals, the requirement for state-approved leases, and safety regulations overseen by inspectors. Recent amendments are also being introduced to modernize the law, including extending exploration terms and addressing issues like female access to underground mines. K92 CEO John Lewin said the company is in full support of the Act's amendments to allow women's participation in underground mining.
It was a surprise to many of you today that women are not actually allowed to work underground in Papua New Guinea. It's one of the laws that we're looking to get changed.
Lewin said female employment in K92 has been steadily increases as the mine expands from 6% in 2021 to 9% in 2024.
Employment, we've seen a steady increase from 6% in 2021 to 9% in 2024. Still way too low. Still way too low. We're working and promoting with government, for instance, to allow women to work underground.
The CEO said that as the mine expands its operation, it intends to employ more women in the industry and are hopeful the Act will be amended so women can participate in underground mine operations. Tracy Pa, TVWAN News.
Landowners of Makam and Kainantu have petitioned the government and Kainantu executives to give them equal benefits from the mine, claiming their entitlements were not paid. The petition was presented during the recent commissioning of K92 Stage 3 processing plant.
Prime Minister James Marape was greeted by the people of Umi LLG in Makam District upon his arrival at Kusap Airstrip on Thursday, October 16th. He was greeted with a petition outlining benefit entitlements allegedly not paid by K92 Mining. Makam Landowner Group Chairman Calvin Aira told the Prime Minister that the land in which the mining operation is situated within the Kainantu District as per administrative provincial boundary of Eastern Highlands. However, it is traditionally owned by the Makam.
Since the mine start, only come tokos and people give him ground. Na mine sit down longen. Na since lo dislatame kam, mi plan obligati maximum benefit lo disla.
In the petition, the landowners, both from Makam and Kainantu, demanded several things, including the establishment of a land titles commission.
I came out from the community that has a big problem with the development of this mine.
The PNG Land Titles Commission has historical roots that was responsible for dealing with customary land disputes and ownership in PNG. Its role evolved and the Land Commission was established as per an Act of Parliament that merged the LTC and the National Land Commission in 2022. Kainantu MP William Hagahuno backed the landowners calling for business spin-offs, employment opportunities and community investments like training and education.
I must say, always not here in Kumian, Bilimoya and Kainantu District. Kainantu Mines and the state through its agencies, MRA and National Planning and other agencies have a lot to do in terms of assisting and ensuring that the mining community, the landowners, the province, the districts are also looked after and assisted.
The Prime Minister responded saying that about 250 million in landowner benefit is sitting in the bank, but they are not receiving any of it because of existing court battles.
He has been producing, but we have yet to receive the benefits for landowners simply because Papa Graham only had to go down the court. So money sitting on our accounts now, we have over $1 billion Kenya right now for PNG LNG sitting in central bank trust account, awaiting the dispensation of the court battles that many of the landowners have crossed engaged amongst themselves.
Mr. Marape encouraged all parties involved to have dialogue and settle these grievances. Tracy Pa, TVWAN News.
A delegation of 8 Papua New Guinean entrepreneurs recently traveled to Jakarta, Indonesia, to attend the 40th Trade Expo Indonesia. The largest business-to-business exhibition in Indonesia provided an invaluable platform for networking and exploring new international business opportunities.
The Papua New Guinea delegation, all women entrepreneurs, was part of the 40th Trade Expo in Indonesia, representing a diverse range of small and medium enterprises engaged directly with suppliers in sectors including fabric and clothing and automotive parts. The expo was held from October 15 to 19, 2025. Through these interactions, they established new business links and placed product orders that will soon be shipped back to PNG for retail in their respective stores. For several of the women, this was their second visit to the Trade Expo, showcasing a commitment to expanding trade partnerships and strengthening PNG's presence in the regional market. They described the trip as a learning experience, broadening their understanding of international trade standards, product sourcing, and supply chain management. They also encouraged other PNG SMEs to participate in future international trade expos as a way to gain exposure, build partnerships, and contribute to the country's economic growth. The trip was made possible by Aiden Limited, the tour organizer under the International Business Pathways Program, which has been operating for the past 7 years. The program continues to play a vital role in connecting Papua New Guinea entrepreneurs with international markets, fostering trade partnerships, and providing valuable exposure to global business practices. Tracy Pa, TVWAN News.
And now a look at the finance news. The kina closed unchanged at $0.2380 US in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, our kina was buying $0.2305 US, $0.3519 Australian dollars, $0.19897 euro, and 34.43 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, coffee, copra, crude oil, and copper closed higher. Gold and cocoa closed lower, and palm oil closed the day unchanged. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed higher, the ASX closed higher, and all ordinaries closed higher as well. This is TVWAN News. We'll have news from the region when we come back. Stay with us.
Banking doesn't have to be complicated. With PSP's One Talk Wallet, control your money wherever, whenever. Dial *131#, enter your PIN, select cash in or out, and generate a secure code to withdraw cash. It's the only wallet for cardless ATM withdrawals. Send and receive funds, pay for goods and bills, or withdraw cash with ease. All with PSP's One Talk Wallet. PSP's One Talk Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# today.
Magic Golden Ticket Promotion e-come back. Now by Pinis long 30th November 2025. Piny Magic Golden Ticket long you, long winning share long 500,000 kina inside long packet magic chicken or beef noodles. All prizes stop 50,000 kina, 20,000 kina, 1,000 kina, na 500 kina. Open packet long magic noodles na Piny Golden Ticket long come up winner. No can wait. Buy magic noodles now.
PNG's favorite soft drink now in bottles. Goldspot brings you fresh, bold flavors in brand new 500ml bottles. Taste the rainbow. More freshness, more flavor, more fun. Lime, orange, raspberry, and pineapple. Proudly made in PNG. Proudly Gold Spot.
Curly. Straight.
Soft.
Wavy. Afro. Short. Long. Healthy.
Palmolive Naturals for naturally beautiful hair.
It's formula infused with extracts like coconut oil, aloe vera and avocado to enhance your hair's natural beauty, giving you naturally beautiful hair that always looks gorgeous and smells great throughout the day. Palmolive Naturals.
Have a great hair day.
Long year 2024, 7 pla baby i born one time HIV. HIV ikan go long baby long triple rot. Time bel mama ikat HIV, long time long karen baby, na time baby isusu. Tasol yumi can help him bel mama, long look out him baby inside long bell. Go quick time long bel mama clinic, na kisim antenatal check. Time yumi pan him sick HIV area, o time bel mama i positive penis, early treatment ikan save him baby. Give him baby healthy start long life. Stop him spread long sick HIV ego long baby. This lutok sawe ikam long National AIDS Council Secretariat.
Enjoy life when we work together, making happy memories that last forever. Hot in talk, young or old, a scale family meal with home. We'll bring out the smiles cause it's our favorite of mine. Sandy Sicola, scale rice on scale price. Sandy Sicola, scale rice on scale price. Amber, you like it?
Thanks for staying with us. As immigration protests and anti-racism rallies were held across the country, one in Adelaide offered an unexpected twist. The organizer of the March for Australia held in August was nowhere to be seen as its follow-up gathering in the city. Instead, he says he's distanced himself from the movement and attended the anti-racism rally instead.
A rally against racism with a surprise supporter.
Racism is just has no place in Australia, and I've got my own interests, which is United, and so I thought I'd come here today because I think I should support them.
No, you were not to do interviews at my event.
No, they asked me. Sorry,
I don't care.
I'll go.
No.
Rally organiser Natasha Wanganeen canning the interview.
He's not. Do not
I wasn't
do that.
talking about here at all.
I don't care. You don't have a space here today. You are an audience member because of what you did.
Okay.
You rolled with the Nazis, Brad.
No, I didn't mean to. You know that.
I don't care.
A tense exchange, but a peaceful gathering, and a call to stand as one.
1788, you are a descendant of immigrants, so why are you complaining about immigrants?
In another part of the city, a sea of Australian flags spilling onto the streets. The latest in rallies held across the country, dubbed March for Australia.
Not have mass immigration. It's out of hand, it's gone way out of hand.
We need to be proud of our country and, of all things, we need to stop immigration.
Can't afford houses, losing our identity. We just want national pride back, and that's why we're here today. We're not racists. Here's my Aboriginal mate, he loves it. Here for Australians.
The thousands who came here to protest walked a loop from here on Knight Square to West Terrace and back again. There has been a strong police presence, but from the beginning, the protesters remained very peaceful.
The neo-Nazis that disrupted the August march, nowhere in sight.
The marchers were told, oh, it's funded by the Nazis. It wasn't. I funded it and my sponsors funded this one.
There were similar scenes across the rest of Australia, except in Melbourne, where anti-racism protesters clashed with police. 2 Victorian police officers were hospitalised and 1 person arrested. Organisers say they'll hit the streets again on January 26.
When you think of a career expo, primary school may not be what you have in mind. But in Darwin, primary school students have been imagining their future working life and learning there's no such thing as too early to start following your passion.
They may not have even hit high school yet, but these kids have their minds on the future.
I want to be a marine biologist.
I think I want to be a crocodile expert.
Maybe like an artist. I want to be on the radio.
For the past 10 weeks, Year 5 and 6 students at Larrakia Primary School have been getting expert guidance on what they might do in the years ahead.
Oh, this opportunity is amazing for our students. It really exposes them to future careers and preparing them for real jobs so that they get a taste of what's to come.
From giant fish trap makers,
they're really excited because they've never seen anything like it,
to fixing skateboards or tracking down criminals.
If you put a bit of baby powder and dust it up, you can see whose handprint it was and then you can catch them.
And they're already passing on their knowledge.
And we've been learning about aperture, focus, the right angles. We've been learning all about solar power and third world countries.
Here at the school, the kids are getting an early look at the workforce, discovering their passions and getting ready for the next generation
to light the torch.
The state government says the public hospital waitlist for elective surgery is shrinking for the first time in a decade, but the state opposition has slammed the claim, arguing it's only because it's harder than ever to see a specialist.
Waiting for a spot on the wait list. About 60,000 Queenslanders are currently in line for elective surgery, down 3,500 from last year.
We have reduced the elective surgery wait list by 5%.
The Health Minister says the drop in numbers is due to a $100 million investment, which saw thousands of public surgery patients treated in private hospitals, free of charge.
Why we're putting $1.75 billion into the program over the next 4 years, and that will see an additional 30,000 surgeries being provided.
But the opposition says patients are waiting longer than ever, just on a different list.
These are Queenslanders who have been referred by their GP to see a specialist who may need life-saving surgery, but they won't know because they can't even get through the front door.
30,000 outpatients are currently waiting for a specialist appointment in the state's public system.
That's the size of Gympie. I mean, no wonder our health system is in such crisis.
Just 60% of those people are being seen within the clinically recommended time.
That's not good enough. There's more work to be done on it. But if we can move people through the elective surgery wait list, and then we can move people through the referrals that come from the outpatients wait list, we will be able to start attacking that problem as well.
For those who do make it into the operating theatre,
it's like winning lotto till your number comes out, basically. That's what it felt like.
It's a gamble worth taking.
I've done it. I've now got a new hip. So for that I'm very thankful, very grateful. It will change my life dramatically.
Residents from Waiadai surrounding homelands and further afield have come together for a celebration of footy, dance and rock and roll. It's a relatively new feature on the territory's festival calendar, but local leaders say it's already becoming an important unifying event.
Under a glowing evening sky, the main ceremonial groups of Wadair take turns displaying their cultural dances. A weekend of togetherness for this large remote community in the west of the top end that has faced its share of challenges in recent years.
The vision for the festival is to create an event which will celebrate our culture, music, sport and the respect we share for each other.
As night falls, the local rock band takes to the stage.
It's important for us, like what are people, and it's good for them to have a play and make them happy.
This festival is only a few years old, but the traditional owners of Wadair say it's an important priority for them. bringing the clans together in celebration.
The reason why we're making a festival from the TL people of Wade to make this Wade a better place to keep young boys and young girls stopping doing all the bad things, violence like that. So we want to try to keep that a part of it, try to keep young boys come together and work together as a family.
Traditional owner Pascal Coulumbut also welcoming a volunteer contingent of pro AFL players and coaches up from Adelaide to help run a carnival in this footy-mad community.
It's intense, you know. There's some superstar footballers out here. They take it very seriously. It's a lot quicker. I don't even bother chasing a lot of the boys because I'll probably do a hamstring or something like that. So,
A young festival uniting ancient clans.
You're watching TVWAN News. Later in sports, PNG basketball qualifies for Pacific Games and corporate beach volleyball starts.
For Simon, life is simple. Dreams seem distant, yet hope remains. One ticket, one dream. Simon's world changed forever. Yes! From small dreams to big possibilities. The one-top jackpot is here for everyone. Win big every day.
Are you ready to meet the best version of yourself? The one with the bright, confident smile? You've got to take pride in how good you look, how fresh your breath smells, and how great you feel. To boss it at work, to be your best for uni, or to catch the eye of that special someone. You've got to brush up your vibe with whiter, healthier, brighter teeth. Brush up for confidence with Colgate.
100% proudly PNG owned, Seedler Bay Hotel proudly joins the nation in celebrating our Golden Jubilee 50th independence. Thank you for being a valued part of our community. Let's continue the journey for another 50 years together. Proudly PNG.
Meet UmiPay, your digital wallet from TISA Bank. Your gateway to seamless transactions. Withdraw cash anytime at your nearest TISA agent. Send money to family and friends.
Hello, son.
Anytime, anywhere. Top up and pay with just a scan. From taxis to coffee and small businesses, UmiPay makes every payment simple. UmiPay, powered by TISA Bank.
For the very first time in Papua New Guinea, Mail Research and Marketing Consultants proudly launched the 5th issue of the Mail Review magazine commemorating PNG's 50th Golden Jubilee independence. 2 volumes, 500 pages each. Volume 1 covers government politics and leadership, while Volume 2 highlights the private sector, state-owned entities as service providers, and NGOs. Together, they cover the period from 1972 to 2025. This 1,000-page collection reflects PNG's 50 years and sets the foundation for the next 50.
Leading edge chance. Taken, the wicket's gone. Oh, great score, the captain.
Possibly a leg stump. The umpire feels it's adjacent.
Thurman is after another world title.
I was raised for this.
But world champ Sebastian Fedora is towering above the competition.
Fedora on top of the world as the unified champion.
When they collide, can Thurman win a major world title one more time? Or will the towering Inferno stand tall?
We're about to see a whole nother level of boxing.
Fedora versus Thurman for the super welterweight world title. Live October 26th on Fight Sports.
Welcome back. In sports, Papua New Guinea women's cricket team have sealed victory over United Arab Emirates in match 4 of the one-day international series. PNG secured a strong 78-run victory. Batting first, the PNG women posted 210 for 9 in their full 50 overs. Top scorer Pauke Siaka led the innings with 60 runs off 63 balls and registered 4 fours, supported by Holland Doriga with 48 from 61 balls. Konia Oala a brisk 22 of 20 balls, while Naoni Vare and Brenda Tau added 18 and 11 runs. The United Arab Emirates women were dismissed for 132 in 42.4 overs, giving Papua New Guinea women a well-deserved 78-run win. PNG Basketball Federation has qualified for the 2027 Pacific Games in Tahiti after winning Melanesian Cup in the Solomon Islands, defeating the title holders Fiji. They returned home yesterday with gold medal for men and silver for women. The PNG basketball men's team was unbeaten throughout the tournament. They went on to defeat Fiji 68-61 in the grand final and reclaimed the Melanesian Cup title for the second time. Their last win was in 2017 in Port Moresby. The men's team returned home with gold medal, while women's team lost to Fiji in the grand final and settled for silver. Despite finishing the tournament second, the women's team is satisfied they have qualified for the Pacific Games. President of Basketball Federation of PNG, David Peters, said, "This victory not only brings pride to PNG, it also secures PNG a strong position heading into the 2027 Pacific Games in Tahiti."
We went to this tournament. The main aim for us was to qualify for the Pacific Games. For us to qualify, we have to be in the first two. So we went in there, determined to go into the Pacific Games qualifier, and we achieved that. We actually defeated all the other teams in our pools, both men and women. And as a result, we were at the top of the pool when we finished. And yesterday we had a grand final, and our boys won gold, and our girls came second to Fiji and got silver. Generally, we are very, very happy because we achieved the purpose of our mission to the Solomon Islands, and the gold and the silver is a bonus to our efforts that we put in.
Head coach for men's team Moi Muri, when addressing the media upon their arrival from Honiara, noted that he was strong on instilling a winning culture heading into this tournament. He said they started on the first day with strong mentality and finished the tournament with grand final victory.
On the day one, we talked about building a culture that's winning culture. So we stayed on that. Not also us, we've got to build a culture that we must come and win games, not to come and just go back, we have to win games. So that's what we did, we built a culture. From the first game, we wanted to win all the way.
Basketball fans gathered outside APEC Terminal and welcomed the players. It was a great scene for players and they enjoyed it. President Peters thanked the players, passionate supporters, and the corporate sponsors for their continued support. Peters said the team will enjoy this victory and work towards preparing for the Pacific Games in 2027. The NCD Corporate Beach Volleyball Competition Season 2 started with trial games at Ella Beach on Saturday, October 18th, coordinated by the Port Moresby Corporate Volleyball Competition. The event brought together some of Port Moresby's top corporate houses for a day of skill, energy, and sandy court action. Season 2024 champions were out to defend their titles. In the women's division was Stanley Hotel, mixed division NCDC, and men's Sinuv Review. For the 2025 season, participating teams including NCD, Suniv 2s, Stanley Hotel, Digicel, Elegant, PMNEC, Department of Education, and Internal Revenue Commission, a strong lineup that promises an intense and competitive matchup throughout the tournament. The trial games allowed new players to experience the sand-court version of volleyball, testing their agility, teamwork, and adaptability under the blazing sun. Teams like Suniv 2s, Stanley, Education, Digicel, and Elegant came out strong, showing that they'll be serious contenders against the defending champions NCDC this season. With the trial round now complete, all eyes stand to the official full-day tournament on Saturday, 25th October 2025, where teams will battle for a place in the finals. The stage is set for another exciting corporate sports weekend, which is expected to display high energy, teamwork, and plenty of beach volleyball action. Ezra Dean's journey has been nothing short of inspiring. His recent accolade as the top player of the year for the Port Moresby Vipers cements his status as a rising star in Papua New Guinea Rugby League. After 3 challenging seasons with the Gulf ISO, Ezra Dean's transition to the Port Moresby Vipers marked a turning point in his career, showcasing his determination, skill and hard work.
It was quite an emotional night for the rising Port Moresby Vipers pro forward upon receiving his award. Ezra Dean from Ratung, Eastern Britain, and Kela Village, Morobe Province, was over the moon for being recognized as the Vipers Player of the Year, a fitting reward for his incredible work ethic, commitment, and consistency in only his first season with the City franchise. Ezra expressed deep gratitude for his family's support, especially his mother, who has been a constant source of encouragement throughout his journey since his father passed away.
First of all, I'd like to thank you, Heavenly Father, for all throughout this season. Without him, I wouldn't be here and make it this far. Thank you. Secondly, thank you, family, tireless support. The whole family ups and downs, but thank you. They still believes in me. Stop on to me. Big one to my mom. She all the time stop on to me till now, and to see him, to look at this video and see his watch today, it's a privilege and honor for me as a boy back in the village long about.
Ezra's sporting journey started in schoolboys rugby league while attending Borevoir Primary School in Port Moresby, and then on to Aussie rules with the Gordons Kokofas in the junior competition. He then decided to switch back to rugby league and play senior level. Before joining Galfiso, Ezra took part in various off-season tournaments, including Ipatas Cup and City Governors Cup, JT Nines, and others. He joined PRL and played with the Magani club before joining Galfiso.
Rule back then in my school days, then coming out playing full, come all throughout life for me, we play till grade 8, they all introducing schoolboys time. We stopped the Borobo Primary School, one of the students back in there. Come out to play. Back then I was play Osirul with Gordons Kokofa all throughout the school year, and come out na transfer come solo rugby and play him. It's an honor for me.
Though it was hard losing to Gurias in the elimination final, Ezra thanked coaches Wellington Albert and Brendan Gotuno for giving him the opportunity to play alongside a young crop of players. He said making the finals was a privilege. He thanked trainers Butler Morris and Mong Tawal for pushing the young team to their full potential.
Saddest thing that we lost during the last minute of the game, but it all comes back to our training during Imimeki. To coach underneath long, to play young black coach, to play along the young crops like me at now Narabla boys. It's a privilege for us. Though many boys me play lo Narabla team na come na join him. There's a pressure and the stones tap back to come out here and play round 1 to 18 and then play 2 semifinals. It's a privilege and honor for me back then.
As he set his sights on joining the PNG Hunters and representing the Kumals, it's clear that Ezra's journey is just beginning. With his talent and determination, there's no doubt he will continue to make a significant impact in the world of rugby league. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
New Zealand defeated Samoa 24-18 in a thrilling opening Pacific Championships Cup contest, with a Dylan Brown try proving the difference in a tight affair. Payne Haas's first Samoa appearance since defecting sparked a monumental battle in the middle of the field, but he was unable to inspire his side to a victory despite a late surge.
The first 10 minutes of the clash were filled with brutal hits, with powerhouse forwards Joseph Tapine and Payne Haas doing their best to leave dams in the opposition. New Zealand centre Matt Timoko had the first chance to score, but was denied by a strong effort by Junior Paulo. But the Kiwis were able to tally the first points of the clash through young gun Casey McLean, who was also to steam past Panthers teammate Isaac Tango to tally the first points. McLean wasn't finished there though, scoring the second 4-pointer from a play that looked like it would amount to nothing. Samoa responded through Dane Marina to bring the score back to a 6-point deficit, but were unable to threaten the Kiwis in the first half. Chance Nicole Klokstad handed Samoa a try after batting the ball back into the field and landing on the fence, watching on as Simi Sasagi scored, leveling the scores before a late Matt Timoko try gave New Zealand a 15-12 lead into the break. In the second half, Murray Taulagi came close to scoring on the right wing, but was denied by his opposite man, Rolando Molitalo. Again, it was Taulagi with another opportunity that went begging, stepping out before he was able to ground the ball as Samoa struggled to break the opponent's defense. But it was third time lucky, with Taulagi scoring the try, which handed Samoa a crucial conversion to level the score. New Zealand hit back with 5 minutes on the clock. Kieran Foran put up a bomb which was snatched up by Dylan Brown, who grounded the ball pressed against the post. The try was confirmed and the Kiwis took a 6-point lead, which was the match-winning points. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
Cook Islands I2 are licking their wounds after allowing Fiji Batis plenty of room to showcase their try-scoring prowess through Jirambula. Fiji contributed an early hat-trick to set a commanding lead 24-6 until half-time. At full-time, Fiji proved too strong for the Cook Islands, clocking out 44 points to 24.
A disappointed I2 coach Carmichael Hunt admitted that the first 40 minutes was not up to expectation, saying Fiji were the better side on the day.
Just simply to stop hurting ourselves. We kicked a few out on the full. Obviously had a few piggybacks. Fiji and on a few piggybacks, so we just want to clean up those errors and just allow us to get some footy and some possession back and build back into the game. And the boys did that, which I'm pleased with.
I2 showed promise after the break, scoring first through captain KL Iro, who created his own luck to slam the ball down next to the left upright for their second try. Coach Hunt was pleased with the resilience shown by his boys to wrestle some momentum back for a comeback. But again, credit to the Fiji defense that denied them opportunities.
Look, we just got to build from that second half performance. Although we didn't get the win, I thought there were some signs there that we play some footy. Obviously, there's some things that we're going to need to tidy up, but we'll use the week, obviously, to just prepare for PNG, which we know we're going to be a tough opponent, but we're also looking forward to the challenge.
Cook Islands are looking forward to another tough assignment when they face PNG Kumuls this Saturday in Week 2 of the Pacific Champs Bowl Challenge. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
That's it for sports. Now the weather forecast. In regional forecast, southern Port Moresby, partly cloudy, then brief showers and possible thunderstorms. Poponeta, cloudy periods with some rain showers and thunderstorms. Momase, late cloudy periods with few showers. Nadeng, Wewak and Vanimo, partly cloudy, then few showers. New Guinea Islands, Kokopo Rabaul, partly cloudy, possible thunderstorms. Buka, cloudy periods, then few showers and possible thunderstorms, and Highlands region. Goroka Bounds, Kundiawa, Mediterranean, Wabeg, cloudy periods with some rain and possible thunderstorms. Ocean forecast for PNG areas for the next 24 hours. Coral Sea, seas moderate to rough with southeast winds of 15 to 25 knots, reaching 33 knots. Solomon Sea, seas light to moderate with northeast to southeast winds of 10 to 20 knots. Bismarck Sea, seas smooth to slight to southeast winds of 5 to 15 knots. Pacific Ocean, seas light to moderate with easterly to southeast winds of 10 to 20 knots. And coastal waters forecast. Waters of southern PNG Indonesian border to Daru, to Kiwai Island, Karamayul Island, Wood Point to Samarai Island, Cape Vogel and Old Milne Islands to Huon Gulf to Finsafen, seas 1 to 2 meters, rising to 3 meters along warning areas. And waters of Manus and its western group of islands, seas 0.5 to 1.5 meters. And that ends another edition of TV1 News. Thanks for your company. Good night.
The TV1 News was proudly brought to you by
The PNG LNG project has now generated more than 30 billion kina for Papua New Guinea since production commenced. Nearly half of this amount has been paid as tax. Equity distributions are paid to KPHL and MRDC based on the interest they hold. Tax is paid to the IRC, while development levies and royalties are paid to DPE. For more information on direct and indirect benefits, visit PNG EITI's website.
Boy, semakin tapas ya Arya.
Auntie, come go team. David Loran. You think you passed it? Spots, it's in me.
Join Digicel and enjoy the network that rewards you with a whole lot more. Activate a new Digicel prepaid SIM and get 2 gigs data plus 20 minutes free Digicel to Digicel talk for 3 months. Get your first month's reward instantly with no spend required.